next letter is P for proper rest. Yep, I said proper rest because there's a thing that we think of. We want to get plenty of rest. Plenty of rest is good, but there are people that get plenty of rest because they're still tired in the morning. They're still dragging and they're still running out to get their coffee because of the lack of sleep that they didn't get. And it's good to get proper rest when we're in the bed at 10 at night. I know you're like, are you kidding me? 10 at night. It's so important to 2 in the early morning, because from 10 to 2, your body actually knows to restore and repair your most important organs that we use and function with every day. So teaching people what we call the circadian rhythm helps us to know how important that is, because every 2 hours, the times change. In other words, the baton is passed to every organ for repair. But it's important that you do get in the bed at 10 p.m. And that doesn't mean you have to be asleep at 10, but getting in and preparing your body for a good night's sleep is what we want to do. And when you start doing a little bit of that on a regular basis, you're going to find that that next morning you feel so much better. For instance, a lot of people think that when they go to bed at 8 or get into 8 or 9 that they're getting just their extra hours of sleep, but the most important hours are from 10 to 2. And if you go from 10 to 2, you're actually getting a bonus of 4 hours of sleep. Just like if you went to bed at 12 o'clock, you're actually cutting off those bonus hours. Now, it might cause you to wake up a little bit earlier, but that's okay because you've gotten the most critical time of sleep in so your body can repair. Those organs must get their repair time so they can repair. It's like it's their time to do their work. And we want them to work when they feel their best. So get in at 10 as often as you can, because you're going to feel so much better the next day. Our next letter is L for lots of water. Yep, I had to add that L, lots of water. And the reason why is because most of us don't drink water. We don't like water. We tell people it doesn't have a taste. I don't know how you could drink water. Well, water is so important for you because your body is actually over 75% water. And I know looking at ourselves in the mirror, we can't really see the water, but it's there. The fluids that run through our body are comprised of water. And how does it flow in a good capacity without being thick and sludgy? When we drink water. But let me give you some tips on how to drink it even better. If you're drinking water and you get tired of the taste because it doesn't really have one, add some lemon, add some limes, add some cucumbers, any kind of fruits. They call these infused waters. That helps you to drink, especially for children who definitely don't like water. We want to make sure we start them at a young age. We want to make sure we start this fluid running through the bodies, because one of the things it'll do for you is actually detox your body. And it's like doing kind of like a power wash on the inside, which a lot of times when we go to the doctor or to the hospital, the first thing they do is hook you up to an IV because you don't have a lot of fluid going through your body. And they see that your body is depleted. But you can fix that. And one of the things that I tell you to do is to start drinking half your weight or body weight in ounces. For example, if you're 120 pounds, you want to drink 60 ounces of water a day. I know that sounds like a lot. I was the same place you are, but what you want to do is you get containers, kind of like if you had a baby and you fix their bottles for the day. Well, you're going to fix your bottles for the day, but they'll be called glasses of water. And that way you can count the number of glasses of water that you're drinking. So if you don't get them all in the first day, at least you got in more than what you started with or what you've drank before. So just start on the track of getting your water in. If you're drinking 1, drink 2. If you're drinking none, start with 1. But the most important thing is drink your water. Our next letter is A for always temperate. Now you might go, what does that have to do with health? Being temperate has a lot to do with our health, because we can make ourselves so upset that we can bring stress on our body, and stress is a mess. When we stress ourselves out from things that we have control over, we can mess up a lot of things inside. Our emotions are all over the place. Our bodies are on an emotional roller coaster because we don't take control of the things that we have control over. And I want to just say, Take control over things you have control over first, and the other things, pray about them. But being temperate at what you do, that means modifying and controlling the foods that you eat. Temperance. That means being in control of your sleep and rest every day. Temperance. It means that when people make you mad or cut you off on the street, it's not the end of the world. Temperance is so important. When our body is stressed out, do you know your body doesn't know the different types of stress? It doesn't know stress from a toxic food to stress from somebody who made you mad. It just knows that the body is not feeling glad inside. So you want to make sure that you de-stress yourself by temperance and just being temperate in everything you do. Don't overeat, don't oversleep, don't overdo anything that you know you're overdoing. And that's the way to stay temperate. The last letter I like to share with you is probably the biggest of all, nutrition. Nutrition is the number one reason why we have so many problems that we deal with when it comes to our health. But you have so much control over what goes into your lips. What goes in the lips can possibly land on your hips. And I want you to know that I want you to beat yourself up about what you have or haven't done when it comes to nutrition, because here's the thing. We get 24 hours in a day, and whatever you didn't do yesterday, you have the opportunity to change it the next day or today. So nutrition is so important, but there's so many layers to nutrition that I want to share with you in some of future videos. But for right the basic things that are important for our bodies to thrive and survive, and that's eating the foods that come from the earth. You want to eat your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, your grains, and your seeds. Those are some of the absolute basics for the body to stay balanced, on beat, in optimal levels of health, and make you feel good all the time. I like to tell you that when you eat live, you can live long, live strong, and look good while you do it.